the Chief Program Officer here at Austin Habitat for Humanity. And I'm happy and excited to take you on a little tour of what Austin Habitat for Humanity has done, what we're working on, and some of the projects that we have teed up for the future. We're going to see things like Canopy at Westgate Grove, which is going to be an 88-unit subdivision in Southeast Austin. That'll be all 8 plexes like this. Really beautiful homes in partnership with Momark Development and West People Homes. We're going to go down to Meadow Lake Persimmon and see what exists there right now. It's mostly a field with trees, and we're going to kind of see the top part of this road and talk a little bit about what that neighborhood is going to look like. Again, in Southeast Austin, 126 homes that we have in the pipeline there. We're going to go to Mary Vice Estates. This is at Circular de Amistad and Montopolis Drive in East Austin. This is a neighborhood where Habitat has a long presence. We built this subdivision 20 years ago, and this land's been sitting vacant, waiting for some things to kind of catch up, and we're finally at a point where we can develop that. There's going to be 12 more families moving into that neighborhood. We have what's called Fourth and Onion. We'll be showing you the piece of land. This is the old lumber yard at the Restore, the first Restore in the country. We've sold that land, got the lumberyard back, and we're working to put about 45 families on that piece of land. It's 90 feet from a train station, really close to a bunch of amenities in a great part of town, with a few blocks from downtown. It's an awesome area. We'll be going up to Scenic Point in Northeast Austin, very aptly named subdivision, up on a hill with a view of downtown to the southwest. A great neighborhood, 67 single-family detached homes. Some other things that we're working on and in the process include the Mueller subdivision. We have 11 townhomes designed by Michael Shu up in that neighborhood. These are beautiful homes, probably the nicest homes that we'll have built when the time comes to build them. Going to be a great product. And we're also doing some stuff out in the community, the outlying areas like San Marcos and Lockhart and Bastrop, trying to really cover our full service area with the things that we do, from new construction, home repair, and housing counseling. So come on to the tour with me, and we'll show you what we're doing. All right, we're out here at Westgate Grove Phase 1. This is a home-based neighborhood in Southwest Austin, built in partnership with Momark Development and West People's Homes. This is 61 affordable homes in a great school district, really nice part of town, beautiful area. And you can kind of see behind me over here, we have some construction getting ready to go on Phase 2. That'll be 88 units. That'll be kind of flat stacks, 8 units per building, 11 buildings. These are all for families making 80% MFI or less in partnership with a builder and developer. And this is a great example of what we can do, partnering with other people in the community that are building homes to try to get those homes to hardworking, deserving families in our community. And this is really a great example of home base and the future of what we can hope to do with that. All right, so about 2 blocks away from where we were filming for Westgate Grove Phase 1 is Westgate Grove Phase 2, the Canopy at Westgate. This is the 88 units, 11 buildings, 8 units per building. This is going to be a really beautiful place to live, again, in a great school district, great part of town. You can see behind me the framing for the first building. The foundation's ready to get poured. We're going to be moving on this, and we're already starting to sell the homes. Depending on when you're watching this, we should be several buildings in, getting hardworking, deserving families into a great part of town and a really cool product at an affordable price. So this is a great model of working with builders and developers in the community and not trying to build it all ourselves, which is really tough to do. Now we're here in Southeast Austin on a 14.65 acre lot known as Meadow Lake Persimmon. This is going to be 126 homes, a combination of townhomes, 8 plexes and 12 plexes. And we're standing right now on the site of what will eventually be Meadow Lake Boulevard that the city has funding from Public Works to put in. And once the city starts putting the road in, we'll be able to start building homes out here. This is going to be a really cool, unique neighborhood relative to what Habitat has built before. It's all attached, multifamily. Again, it's going to be townhomes, 8 plexes, 12 plexes. We're going to be able to get 126 families here on a lot that's about the size of what we have in Scenic Point, where we're only getting 61 families up there. So we're more than doubling the number of families we're able to serve by using a different type of construction and a different type of product offering. So we're really trying to innovate and be as ahead of the curve as we can to make sure we're serving as many people as possible with an affordable, awesome place to call home. We're here in the Montopolis neighborhood, Mary Vice Estates, a neighborhood that the first full subdivision Austin Habitat built in 1990, 2000, around the turn of the millennium. We're getting ready to build 12 homes out here in this existing neighborhood. There'll be 6 duplexes on this street, right at the corner of Montopolis and Circular de Amistad, in a neighborhood that we've had on the ground for about 20 years. Overall, Austin Habitat has built almost 100 homes in the Montopolis neighborhood. About 20% of the homes we've ever built have been out in this area. And we'll go to another neighborhood called Egger Street. But really, we're going to be building out here just a little bit more. This is a neighborhood that's gone through a lot of change, seen a lot of price increase, some homes going up 3-4-fold in value. You're seeing a lot of older homes being torn down, turned into expensive duplexes. So we're trying to make sure that there's enough affordable housing out here for folks to live before this neighborhood gets so expensive that it's just really prohibitive for your average family in Austin. This is our Egger Street neighborhood in the Montopolis area of Austin. These are 11 homes that are unique for 2 reasons in the world of Habitat. One is that it's our first 2-story subdivision that we did. And by virtue of having smaller lots and building up 2 stories, we were able to get 11 units instead of about 7 that we would have been able to build on our traditional 1-story single-family home. The second reason this neighborhood is unique is because it was the first neighborhood where we did our deed restriction on all of the homes. So that requires that the homes be sold either back to Habitat or to another eligible buyer at an affordable price. And we actually had our first resale of one of these homes right here when the woman who bought the home through the Habitat program got married after purchasing it to a guy that was a sheriff's deputy up in Leander. She gave the home back to us to get to another deserving family, and she moved up to Leander with her husband. So it's a great model of how we can provide long-term affordability for the neighborhood and help families as they get on their feet and kind of break that cycle of poverty. So this is really a great example of both a slightly denser model, going to 2 stories, smaller footprints, smaller lots, while also implementing our deed restriction program that helps keep the homes affordable for the long term. We're here at 4th and Onion Street, which is set to be the site of a 45-unit, 100% affordable development that we're working on. This will be a 5-story mid-rise condo at a great location. It's actually the old lumber yard from the original Restore that we're going to try to put some families on. And this is close to Texas Coffee Traders right there. There's now a Target and a Whole Foods a couple blocks away. The train station is about 90 feet to our north. Really fantastic location. And actually across the street from the original Restore, which has been redeveloped into what's called the Foundry. There's actually an affordable unit across the street on that second floor there, a 3-bedroom unit that might be the nicest affordable unit in the city of Austin. We, through Homebase, were able to get a family to purchase that unit and move in. And that family, actually, the husband works downtown, and so he's able to take his bike just a few blocks to cross 35 and get to his job. This is really an awesome location. We're excited about being able to build here and put families close to where they work, close to where they play, and really close to a lot of amenities, things like that Target and Whole Foods and the restaurants and shops and grocery stores and coffee shops and all the things that people like to do to live, work, and play. We're here at Scenic Point, a 67-home subdivision up in Northeast Austin. This land was donated to us. It's about the same size as Meadow Lake Persimmon, but up here, because we're doing single-family construction, we're going to get 67 homes as opposed to the 126 down in Southeast Austin. That said, these are beautiful homes with a beautiful view. You can't see it from here, but we're on a hilltop overlooking downtown Austin. There's a really great view of the skyline. It's very close to some amenities. There's an elementary school right down the road, and there's a lot of redevelopment going on up here in the Colony Park area. So these are beautiful homes. They might be the last single-family homes that we build on a large scale in the city of Austin. As land gets more expensive and we have to move towards a denser attached housing, multifamily type of product. So we're really trying to enjoy the builds, enjoy what we're doing out here as we gear up for a new type of construction and volunteer experience.